Hello and welcome. My name is Professor Anil Sharma, and today I welcome you to solve transportation problems that are mostly used in operation research, decision science, and subjects like business statistics. So, what is transportation problem? And what is actually where it is been asked? Transportation problems are day-to-day life problems wherein, let us say that a company who manufactures some XYZ products store that all the products at a particular storehouse, or let be a godown where further it is been distributed to the rest of the channels. So this is a real time problem that is many of the companies are facing. So here what is the intention? The intention is to identify the minimum cost for the transportation of that particular goods, and this can be asked in two ways, like minimizing the transportation cost, and there could be a question like increase the maximum profit. Now there could be another way to putting this is that, let's say, a product to be sold by a particular salesman with maximum profit, so that way it can be also asked. So what is given in that particular problem? Generally demand is given, supply is given, and cost of transport is given in a matrix form. To solve the transportation problems, the very first thing that we need to check is whether the problem is balanced or not. As in assignment problems in my previous lectures, I talked about the problem should be balanced. Here, for the condition of balance for transportation problem, the demand should be equal to supply. Now once that is achieved, we have to solve the transportation problem in two parts. That is, in part A we need to identify the initial feasible solution, and in part B we need to go for the optimal solution. So initial feasible solutions can be find out by three methods. Any of the three methods will give you a initial feasible solution. In practice all the three are generally used. It all depends the person who is going to solve the sum. So northwest corner method can be used, least cost method can be used, and Vogel's approximation method can be used. Similarly, whatever the initial feasible solution that we get out of this particular uh, method is to be rechecked with optimal solutions, and there are two ways, like one is modification, generally used Modi method the name, and stepping stone method. So today we are going to see transportation problem with help of initial feasible solution with help of northwest corner method. This is a problem given. I'll read out. A company has three production facilities, let's say S1, S2 and S3, with a production capacity as 250, 300 and 400. S1, S2, S3 are the three production capacities. 250, 300 and 400 is the production capacity for a particular week. All the products are shifted to four warehouses D1, D2, D3 and D4 with the requirement of 200, 225, 275 and 250 respectively. So D1, D2, D3 and D4 and 200, 225, 275, 250 respectively. Here asked the transportation cost in the per thousand is given in the matrices, and find out the minimum cost of transportation. So here whenever the problem is given, demand is on the left side and supply is on the right side. This is by rule of thumb, but it is actually used. Then we need to check whether the problem is balanced. So we need to check demand is equal to supply. Say 200 plus 225 plus 275 plus 250 will be 950, and supply is 250, 300, 400 and 950. So demand is equal to supply. The problem is balanced. So we now further move to this. I have rewritten this particular problem as this. Now while rewriting this particular problem, I'll suggest to all the students that please take care that you need to draw a bigger squares while rewriting this for a further step. Why? This we are going to discuss while we are going to solve it. So I'll just write down and just understand where I am writing. This is a particular square, so I am writing on the corner that whatever the numbers are, I am going to write down that in a particular column, a corner. 16, 18, 14 and 10, 21, 24, 13, 10. So this is my supply 1, supply 2, supply 3, and this is my this is supply. The supplies are given like 250, 300 and 400, and this is my demand. So demand is D1, D2, D3 and D4, and in the problem it is given as 200, 225, 275, 250, and the problem is balanced. So the next step is that northwest corner. The problem we are solving with northwest corner method. Now for this particular thing, this, that is row 1 and column 1, is nothing but your northwest corner. So this is my northwest corner. So I have to check the adjacent supply and demand values. You know, for demand value is 200 and supply value is 250. So I have to assign, and that assignment has to be done in this format. What I have done, in that particular square, again I have redrawn a smaller square inside of it. Okay, so that is why I ask you to make it a bit larger, so that there will be no jumble. And I'll suggest that most of the universities are allowing to use 2 color pens. So what you can do is that the assignment can be done with the different color. So this particular 11 has to be assigned with either 250 or 200. So always choose the smaller one. Always choose the smaller value between demand and supply. So the smaller value is nothing but 200. So I am going to assign 200. So once 200 is assigned, 200 becomes 0 and 250 becomes 50. Okay. So now what I'll check, since this value becomes 0, the column side value becomes 0, this particular column now onwards is not going to participate in the further operations. For your understanding, I have just highlighted with the yellow color. So now this will not participate in further operations. So that means my matrices will become of this size. Again, as I said, next we need to assign northwest corner. So here in this new matrices, my northwest corner is this row 1, column 1. Again, I'll assign the minimum 250, 225 and 50. So I'm going to assign 50. 50 becomes 0 and 225 becomes 175. Right? Demand, supply was 50 and demand was 175. So I have choose the minimum value 50 and I have assigned 50. So now since it is on the row side, so I am going to eliminate this. So now further this particular row will not be participating. Again, for the remaining new matrices, my northwest corner becomes this. So I am going to assign values to this. I got demand 175, supply 300, minimum is 175. So I am going to assign 175. This becomes 0 and the remaining is 125. Again, this is 0, so this will not participate. Further, I am going to eliminate this part. So the remaining is this part. Okay. So I am going to assign, again the northwest corner is this. So 125 is the supply and 275 is demand. So I am going to assign 125. This becomes 0. This becomes 150. So since this is 0, this is not going to participate. Rest is this. So I am going to assign here 150 because 400 is bigger than this. So 150, this becomes 0. This remaining is 250. So now only one cell is remain. So I will assign 250. And this becomes 0 and this becomes 0. So what is the cross check? Cross check is for whichever the last value that to be assigned, it should be similar at supply side and demand side. So like here 250, it was common to supply also, and this, and nothing should be left. All the values to demand and supply should be allocated. So now this is nothing but northwest corner method is done. See what I have done. Now in order to find the basic initial feasible solution, what I have to do, I have to calculate 200. These are the cells. This is called as cells. So the cells C1, row 1 C1 is my first cell. So this, wherever this smaller bracket is appearing, this is called as, assigned cell. This I call as an assigned cell. So what I have to do, I have to take values from the assigned cell, like 200 into 11. 200 is an assigned value and 11 is nothing but cost of transportation, plus 50 into 13, this cell, plus 175 into 18, plus 125 into 14, plus 150 into 13, plus 250 into 10. By solving this, I'll get an answer of 12,200. So this is my initial feasible solution. This is a value. Let's say it's in rupees. So this is my initial feasible solution, or the minimum cost that is possible with use of northwest corner method. I'll repeat what I have done. Whenever a matrices is given, I need to rewrite the matrices with a bigger size. Then I need to assign demand and supply, whichever is minimum. So here I have assigned demand and supply. Minimum was demand, so I assigned demand to it, and then I have done the same operation with all the cells. Northwest corner is nothing but C1 row 1 column 1. If it is eliminated, here becomes first row first column. So likewise I have to check this method is particular method known as northwest corner method. So in next lecture we are going to see the other ways by which initial feasible solutions can be find out. Thank you, and log in to my channel for the next upcoming videos. Thank you so much.